Welcome back, everyone. Now, we're getting into the Odyssey Part 2, that's for sure. But I'm taking a pretty big risk here, because if you don't know, which most of you probably shouldn't know, if you do know this, then that's very weird. My bedroom is right next to the bathroom. And we're currently getting a new shower installed, so there could be some background noise, but I think the majority of it is over, so we should be fine. What are we dealing with? Double HP Moabs, medium difficulty. What are the rules again? Custom rounds, everything's all clumped together. Balloon speed is slightly slower than normal. Okay. Okay. But nothing's like altered in terms of camos or LEDs or... No? Okay. Everything seems normal. But we are starting on round 21, so we need to keep that in mind. But it does mean we get a bunch of extra cash to start off with. So, we've been relying on our handy-dandy planes, and our helicopters. We should probably utilize the helicopters, but I'd like a plane first. Get that never miss targeting. And then we're going to need something to pop LEDs as well. But the good thing about this map and onwards is we're going to be starting off with enough cash to at least buy a never miss targeting off the start. Oh, and that's an issue. Etienne is not leveled up enough in order for him to see camo balloons, but that's okay. They shouldn't be coming out full force just yet, so we should be able to rely on everything else until... Yeah, there you go. So now we can see camo balloons. Okay. In the future we might have to upgrade Etienne a few times just to keep him updated on the camo balloon situation. But let's go for a heli pilot. Oh, I completely forgot that was this round. Let's just give ourselves a bit more time to think about what we're going to do here. So we need LEDs to be popped. A heli pilot. Luckily I didn't place it. But I think we're going to go for a wizard. We'll have a wizard right here, I think. He can't get wall of fire yet, but that should hopefully be enough until he can get wall of fire. Thank you. Wall of fire. Perfect. There we go. Wall of fire is going to help out quite a lot, and we'll make him able to pop camo balloons as well. Just to give him the full 9 yards, except for, of course, purples. But that's fine. Etienne will help us out with camos and purples, as well as our monkey ace. Okay. Yeah? Alright, hold on. Give me just 1 second and I'll be back. Alright. My apologies. I had to call up the pizza place because we're getting pizza, apparently. So that'll be nice. But yeah, it's all good now. Pizza's on its way. Or, not on its way. It's being cooked, and then we're going to pick it up. Because apparently if you order before 5 o'clock, it's currently 4:53, so we're really pushing it. The pizzas are cheaper, just because people usually order for like parties late at night. So they can get away with doing deals like that, because you don't want cold pizza, so you're not going to order before 5 o'clock if the party starts at like 8, you know? And warming it up at home it's just not the same. So that's why we always order pizza early and have dinner early. Alright, is there anything we can buy here to prepare us for a Moab? No, but the map does help us out. If you don't know about this map and how it assists you, these little plant things can stun balloons or Moabs and just keep them locked in place, which is incredibly handy just to slow things down a little. It doesn't do much, especially not to Moabs, I don't think. I think it works better on balloons. But it just stuns them for a little while, just so that you can get a little bit of extra damage in there, and just like with that Moab, gave us some more time to pop it. Now, admittedly, you can't use these every round, they're not infinite, but when you see the little little orange on top of it. I don't know if that's actually meant to be an orange, but it's an orange looking fruit. When you see that on top, it means it is available to use. Now this round has caused some problems in the past. I believe we lost half our lives to round 45, or maybe that was round 55, I'm not too sure. But I'm being cautious, to say the least. I want that wall of fire to stay up, Mr. Magician. Okay, all good, all good. I think the wall of fire is really helping out with that layer damage. Like, obviously it can't do like infinite sort of balloon penetration, but it does enough to save your ass. So there we go. Spectre means we can get at least to 80, 85 solo. So I'll see you guys around that time and I'll decide what to do after that. We got a little bit of deja vu going on here. Round 80, 64,000 cash spare. Alright, but we are going to 90 this time, so we do need to splash some extra cash. I'm thinking heli pilot. Let's get ourselves an Apache Prime. I've never actually used the Apache Prime for a lot. Like, I've tested it out, but I've never actively sought to get an Apache Prime in most games, just because it's quite expensive, and the Apache Darts ship is pretty good on its own. But we're only 700 bucks off, and we've still got to get through wave 90, so Apache Prime. Let's have a look at how this bad boy does, and it seems to be crushing, because our lovely little Spectre here, also known as the AC-130, seems to be crushing it on his own. So the Apache Prime, 84,000 pops already. Seems pretty good. But yeah, we're just going to ride this out till round 90. I'm fairly certain these guys can do it together. I'll see you guys at round 90 and we'll see what happens. Alright, round 90. How do we look? It's looking okay. There we go. Okay. So they did get quite far, just because there is still some darts involved, and obviously the darts can't actually pop the DDTs, but everything else could, so we're all good. Alright, next map. Now we should be starting on something like round 31 with a little bit more cash than before. So we should still be able to afford a never miss targeting off the start. Yes, quite easily. The only problem is we might need to level up Etienne a bit to get the camo detection, and we still need lead popping power straight away as well. So let's put Etienne. We don't want him to take up too much space on an island, so we'll put him somewhere that he can still get a good range, but he won't actually take up the space of, let's say, a monkey ace or a heli pilot. Not that we're afraid that we won't have enough space, but still, having 4 islands that can actually accommodate these things, it's nice to be prepared. Alright. So it's probably going to be real expensive to upgrade Etienne to the level that we need him at. So let's put... heli pilot probably won't even fit on this island, will it? Nope. Okay, so we need to be considerate of that. Heli can go over there. Monkey ace can go right here. And then our lead popper can go somewhere here. I think that'll be good. So let's go heli pilot first. Never miss targeting. We won't upgrade to rapid fire and lots more darts yet. We will get another wizard monkey first. Just at the start here. To weed out any camo leads. And now we can get rapid fire and lots more darts. Hopefully this worked well. Doesn't seem like there's any flaws in it just yet, but you never know. Could be. We do also need to get Etienne to camo detection levels for himself and everybody else, but I think the wizard monkey can hold off just for now, unless of course... Oh god. Okay. Okay. We need to calm down a little bit, balloons, alright? This map's not as long as the last one. So you can't be giving me minor heart attacks like that, alright? Just chill. Chill out a bit, balloons. Alright. But we're doing okay now. We just need to... Camo detection's the main thing. Once we get there, we should be able to go back to a regular resting heart rate and not feel like we're about to explode and lose. Luckily my road spikes at the end there had us covered. Okay. Every time I see pink balloons now, I get really panicky. Just because they're going to be moving bloody fast. Okay. But I think we're alright. I think maybe the never miss targeting was just having a bit of a bad day that round. So we should be fine. Now, as for this first Moab, we're going to see if we can do it with just this lot, but we will most certainly need the ability. So actually, wait, hold on, speed it up, there we go. But yeah, we'll most certainly need Etienne's ability. We're going to use it before he even gets to the drones, just so they get time to set up. And a lot more damage, a lot more damage, a lot more damage. And we looking good? We looking good. Alright. And it also helped a little bit there, which is pretty nice too. Okay. I'm gonna keep a bit of a watchful eye on this because that could happen. And that's not good. Alright. So we're gonna need to throw down another tower early-ish game. But what tower should it be? Because it's not a problem with camos or purples or things like that. It's a problem with popping. And popping power is a pretty big issue to have. So, I think we're going to put a sub. Maybe back here. Just because it is a water-based map. And we'll give it some range and airburst darts. I think that should cover it. Realistically. Yep. Easy enough. Unless it wasn't the first wave that was the problem. Oh god. Oh god, was it the second wave that was actually the problem? I think it was the second wave, but we managed it. So that's fine. And minimal expenses. Minimal expenses. That's even more perfect. So we're going to be still saving up for the Spectre if we can afford it quickly. Now that I'm thinking about it, the extra cash is not as generous as I thought it was. Because I'm pretty sure... Good. I'm pretty sure we'd have a bit more if we started from round 1. Instead of just them giving us a lump sum of cash and starting us on a later round. See, I think that's also a problem, is that this wizard seems to be very trash at putting up his wall of fire. Like, what was that? Absolutely missed the ceramics and the leads. That could be a major detriment in the future. So, for the wizard, I would advise not to put him there, but maybe on this side, or even down here if you can fit him. That's a strong-ass green balloon. Alright. But yeah, if you've been sleeping on the concept of this Odyssey so far, ooh, just saved it. Essentially, like, the rounds are normal. Well, as normal as they can possibly be. But the custom rounds aspect of this Odyssey is the fact that all of the balloons that usually show up in that round show up in a condensed form where there is 0 spacing. So instead of there being like, let's say 10 ceramics on the first wave of 63, all lined up nicely, they're all bundled up into one, which means you can't really hit the rest of them until the first one's been knocked down a peg, which can make things pretty impossible. But there you go, there's our Spectre, so we can sit back, relax, and just chill. And my pizza's gonna show up at some point soon, so I'm gonna be munching on that while we just sit back and enjoy the little clip show that we'll be going with. The Spectre is just gonna handle everything. We will get this out of the way, just for the sub, and for potentially placing more towers, but we're gonna go for our Apache Prime again if we can help it. And so I'll see you guys when we can afford that. Okay, team, once again, similar situation. around 80, 60 grand roughly. So let's make use of it. Let's put down a lovely little helicopter on this private island here. Go for Apache dart ship. Faster firing and faster darts. And let's see how much trouble we can get in with this combo. So, I was thinking, we've reached our capacity of 4 towers on this map. And what I mean by that is technically we're allowed 5 per map, but I want to save up as much as I can for high finance, so I'm going to try and not go over that. There's our Apache Prime. So, with all the towers that we've saved up over here on the right, I think high finance shouldn't be too much of a problem, just because we're going to start off with almost a monkey ace at our disposal, a Spectre at our disposal, because I think we start off with 21k? How much? I don't. Let's have a quick look. How much do we start off with? 12k. What? I thought we started off with a lot more. I got the numbers mixed up. But yeah, we start off with 12k, which can afford us a never miss target, as well as some bonus upgrades as well. We will still need to have a lead popper to start us off, but after that, we should be good. Oh hey, and we've basically got Etienne to max level, so we may as well just do that. Get this lovely boy flying around permanently. And then that should pretty much finish us off. Let's see how we do with round 90. We'll slow it down just because you never know. And damn, these guys look cool once they're maxed out. Nice. But yeah, you never know. DDTs are a pain. Okay, but we're good. We're good. We're fine. There's nothing really that we can upgrade further, except for the Flying Fortress of Death. But I really don't think that'll be necessary. There's 3 more rounds, and we've been cruising so far. I don't think we'll be pushed to our limits here. What is that? That seemed to get pretty far, and I don't even think that was a Moab of any sort. I think that was just a bunch of lead balloons, which is weird. Alright. Yep, camo lead balloons. That seemed to get taken down a lot faster than whatever was sent earlier. Anyway, we seem to be crushing it. Last round. Can we make it? DDTs. That doesn't seem good. Let's try that again. Let's try that again, but with a little, very minor difference. Right, so obviously there's a large gap between when the DDTs show up. So let's slow it down a bit now. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Come on, slow it down. Let's get some drones out here to help out. Is that better? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. We'll use Etienne's second ability, which is almost guaranteed to slaughter. Because I'm pretty sure his drones aren't necessarily able to pop leads. Come on. Send it. Send it. Come on. Really? There we go. Second ability. Etienne's first ability as well. There we go. Much better result. And we didn't need to place anything else. Always rely on your abilities first. Extra towers second. Well, no. Abilities first, upgrades second, extra towers third. For extreme mode Odysseys. Basically just try your best to not place any new towers until you've exhausted all other options. Alright, this is actually pretty perfect timing because I just got given my pizza. So, had a little bit of a pizza break. I'm sorry I didn't include you guys, but I figured you wouldn't want to hear me munching into the microphone. So, high finance. We're going to start off with Etienne. Where do we want Etienne, actually? I'm kind of thinking maybe here, oddly enough. Just as like the back row guy. So if we have him there, I'm pretty sure this building can accommodate a plane, but not a helicopter. But that's fine, because I'm willing to pay a little bit less money, so long as I can fit the plane. Or maybe this can even accommodate a plane. Let's test it. Can this accommodate a plane? It's looking like the answer is a big ol' no. Like, we could just put a plane on the ground, can't we? Really? Okay. Let's restart then. I'm not starting off with the $500 out of pocket. Hell no. Alright. But yeah, I know for a fact this can accommodate a plane. There we go. So I can go up here. Get us started on the damage dealing side of things. Now we do still need some lead poppers. So I'm going to entrust my druid. In fact, I'm probably going to entrust both druids. We'll have the first one here to sort of hit the leads early on. Oh, whoops. And then we can have like a second one down here maybe? And then we could, no, actually, let's put our second one on the other side. And now, hear me out for the reasoning behind this, right? If we put a wizard monkey down here, then the fires are always going to be pretty much on this little cross section down here. So that should help out both sides of things, while the druids can help out the start and finish, and this will be a little more helpful, because if it's on this part of the track, the balloons come down from here, and they also come around from here, so it should hit them twice. Whereas these druid boys, let's actually upgrade them too, just so that the regrow balloons don't pose too much of a threat either. So there we go. Yep, just like that. Turn them all into useless regular balloons. Nice, because if we put, oh whoops, didn't have the speed on. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking that could be a problem. Alright, that's a simple fix. It's a very simple fix. Boom. Problem solved. And there you go. Alright, so now Etienne can pop camos as well. Just in time, I guess. Everything seems fine and dandy. Let's go for lots more darts and rapid fire. Hell yeah. Now we're getting to the point where our damage is just getting good enough. We don't really need more upgrades at this point, we need new towers. Well, actually, we could save up for the Spectre, but it's insanely expensive. Now, here's the thing I don't understand. Easy difficulty, impoppable. Does that mean... Like, I'm struggling to figure out what this means. Can we actually pop that? We can with Etienne's drones, but we might need to use the ability. Yeah, I'm thinking the ability's a little bit necessary there. Okay, so here's the issue I'm facing at the moment. Impoppable difficulty, but it's on easy. I thought easy difficulty meant that, basically prices were cheaper. And then impoppable difficulty meant that prices were more expensive. So I'm sad to see that prices are just more expensive. I kind of wanted them to be a nicer number, if I'm honest. Did we nail all of those? There we go. Alright, so once Etienne finally gets his bloody level 8 unlock, he's taken his bloody time, we'll be good to go. That shouldn't be an issue. Alright, and we have not been giving our ice monkeys any love lately, and I am saddened by this, so maybe we'll put one here. There we go. Just get him out there. Get him out there, get him helping. You know, you wanna that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, crap. Okay, note to self and for everybody else watching this, it was not fine. It really wasn't fine. But yeah, just keep an eye out for camo balloons until you get the level 8 unlock. In fact, keep an eye out for all balloons until you get the level 8 unlock, because you're going to need to use your ability quite well here. And the only difference, besides the price of how expensive everything is just the fact that Etienne's not level 8 yet. Oh, okay, that's fine. The big difference is just that we're starting much later in the game. It's literally the only difference between us doing really well and us sucking. And I think we need to do something a little bit more than just an ability there. But that's fine. We've got plenty of other towers to place. So, what are we thinking? I'm thinking a sub's probably the best option here. For now. There's no other water towers, so we can place them wherever we want. Let's go damage. And then we'll just try this, see how it goes. We'll also open this up for a helicopter to come into play, which I think will be quite helpful. So this is the one that causes us a bit of trouble. Go on, pursuit. There we go. Ice Monkey coming in with the clutch. Admittedly, it takes its time, but it can take all the time it needs. All the time it bloody needs. Take it. Take it all. Alright. So this is the tricky map to be expected. Let's get Razor Rotors. Okay, that's awkward. Really? He's not level 8 yet? I honestly expected him to be at level 8 by now. Alright, that's going to be a problem. Hopefully a single ability can solve it. And then once he hits level 8, we will not have anything to worry about at all. So yep, pink balloons get shredded, we know that. Shredded cheese. And then purples. Activate the ability now so that the drones are all ready. Come on, we just need to pop all the purples. We don't need to pop anything else. The wizard's got it. Okay, there we go. So we could just force level up level 8 now, which isn't a bad idea, but it's much nicer for it to come naturally. Don't you guys think? I think so. Wait, really? Really? You're like, you're just that stubborn, aren't you, Asian? You'd make me use like $500 just to get that last upgrade, wouldn't you? You'd love for me to buy that. In fact, it's looking an awful lot like... Ooh, you know what? We're not risking that on 9 lives. Okay. So this is officially the tricky one. We've gathered that much. Let's go for... I mean, we can go for a spike factory, but there's really no good place to place it just yet. Let's go for another ice monkey. See, this is why I save up my towers. Because usually the last map is a pain in the ass like this. So let's put another ice monkey down here. We'll do this. And then we'll buy your stupid $500 upgrade. It's not going to help out with this level, but it's just going to give me peace of mind until we actually can do a little bit better. So let's do that in total. I think that should save us. Should. In theory. There we go. So now we can start clapping these guys earlier. That's much nicer, don't you think? Hell yeah. See, this is why I chose ice monkeys. So long as it's not white or zebra, we can do quite a lot with it. There we go. Now our camo balloon detection is up in through the roof. So we can relax a little bit more. The wizard can help out with the pop and power down there. And the druids can certainly help out with their lightning. And these Moabs are slowly becoming less of a problem. Okay. That's what we like to see. Whew. Jeez. Probably should have used a village at some point during this Odyssey. Nah, that's fine. We don't need a village. Alright, but we are going to try and save up for a 4th tier at the very least. Get ourselves a Spectre up and running so that we can relax a little bit more. Unclench a little bit more. And worst case scenario, we can sell a bunch of these trash towers for one amazing one that will pretty much guarantee to pop everything until wave 80 plus. So, I would like that. Okay, but admittedly this Odyssey has been Well, now that we've gotten to this level of the Odyssey, I don't regret trying to do like the first couple of maps with only 2 towers. I was regretting it a little bit, but the fact that we've saved our druids and our wizard monkeys and actually our ice monkeys, surprisingly, it's come in real handy in these in this last level, just because look how much we've had to spend already. Now, there's probably an easier way to get through this. I'm just a bit crap with money. Is it the first Moab that was causing us problems? Surely not. Ah, it was. Was it? Might be. See, that's the other thing with the heli pilot being on pursuit. It's not a great idea because if the balloons ever need to go upwards to leave the map, the heli pilot actually blocks your vision. So let's do this to save us a little bit more. It should cover the... Well, it's covering everything. We can't really see anything at all. Okay. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. We're actually in what is known as a bit of a conundrum. Let's think. What can we do to get ourselves out of this situation? Another helicopter wouldn't really help that much. It would just block my vision even more. Maybe a spike factory? Just here? Because this is the shorter path. It would be more difficult to pop balloons on this side. So let's just do that. I think that would help us out quite a lot. And of course we're still using Etienne and his drones. Because normally we'd be perfectly fine with just dealing with this stupid Moab. But, as luck would have it, there's a bunch of ceramics before then. Okay, but that's much better, that's much smoother. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. We only had to spend like a 3,000 plus cash. So not bad. Not bad, but not great, because there's a BFB coming. Admittedly, we do have Etienne's second ability though, so we shouldn't be too horrified at what's to come. But we'll just see how it works. So let's do this, because I almost guarantee we'll need it. Thank you. Absolutely crushed. The only problem is, will we have that ability for 63? It might help us if we do. Okay. Just checking, just checking. We're doing fine, we're doing fine. Although, that didn't look like we were doing fine at all, did it? No, not really. Okay. I think we're gonna have to make the change here. We're gonna have to do it to ourselves. How much is this? 28,800. That is crazy. But I think we just might be able to afford it. So let's give it a try. Whew, just able to afford it. But this should solve a lot of our problems, in all honesty. Ooh, okay. We're doing things now. We're definitely doing things now. Okay, take your time round. This is working for now, and it's definitely good to have this for 63. Otherwise, we would absolutely just get slaughtered. But, alright. As I was saying, but if I don't get interrupted from someone knocking at my door again, we still do need extra firepower, because this is a very short section of map, just from going up, down there, and back up. So we are going to need to splash some more cash in order to save our butts. So I'm thinking Spike Factory back here is actually a pretty nice choice. And the druids were also very helpful in terms of removing those pesky regrow balloons. So let's do that again. And Wizard Monkey down here was not bad. I liked it. So let's go with that again. I know I could have gone with the top part there because we already have camera detection. It's just force of habit. So I always go with it now. Can we actually fit like a spike factory down here? Well, that's actually a pretty good spot. I might do that. Thought we had a lot more money, but spike factories are expensive. Bloody impoppable mode. Anyway, we're not doing bad now. Oh god, that could have easily cost me the game. Bloody thing always getting in the way of me clicking. Alright. But we should be fine now. We're on round 70. Just 25 more rounds to go. Surely it can't be that difficult. Surely. We made it quite far on just random tier 2 towers and a single tier 3. Or 2 tier 3s. But now we must sell for a tier 4 and rebuild. And it sucks on this map especially, just because everything's so bloody expensive. So we would have lost a good chunk of money from having to sell all of those towers. But luckily, we were able to afford the Spectre, and the Spectre is more than capable of keeping us protected for enough rounds so that we can make up that loss. Alright, BFBs are no problem for us anymore. We're approaching round 80. But yeah, I've basically just been like, there's going to be a lot of editing in this video, but on this last map, just because it seems like the hardest, there's not going to be too much to cut down or cut out, and I'm not going to skip ahead just because every single round could be a death sentence if you're not prepared, as you guys have seen. 9 lives. Not ideal. But hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and absolutely dominate this map with no problems whatsoever. And if there are problems, then I don't know, to be honest. Like if we had to sell everything and weren't able to afford the Spectre, that would have been a major issue. But if you guys have a different setup in terms of towers or however many towers you have left, like if you've got more towers left over than I do, which is perfectly fine, if you're able to do that, then all power to you. It should help you out a lot. But if you're doing pretty much what I'm doing, then you shouldn't be too bad. Like if you've ended up with the same amount of towers as I have, and you've got a decent chunk of monkey knowledge, then you shouldn't be in that much trouble in terms of this map. Hopefully. I hope. Because this, like, it's not correct to say that this Odyssey is difficult. It's not. This map in this Odyssey is difficult. Right? And you know what? Just scrap the Odyssey part. This map is difficult. And with the restrictions in place, it makes it a hell of a lot harder as well. But the Odyssey itself is not too difficult. You just need to get a Spectre up at some point, and it should carry you through most of the Odyssey. Whether that's like starting on round 1, and then having to find camera detection in the first rounds, and then find lead protection in the next few rounds after that, or if you're starting on round like 20 and needing to find lead protection immediately, and then camera detection just comes with passive Etienne, or if you're starting on even later rounds and you're waiting for Etienne to level himself up fast enough so that you don't get screwed over constantly. But yeah, hopefully you guys will be all good with this, and you should be able to just follow this rather directly. I was a little bit scared there. You can always tell if I'm scared because I'll either try and slow it down or I'll pause the game and just try and see around the edge corners of the little settings menu to see if we're losing badly up here or over here. That's why maps where the exit is like right in the middle are such a pain, because you can't tell if you're just about to lose when you pause the game. you're left in the dark, and you have to either take a hope, take a guess, have some hope and a prayer ready to potentially win, or you just straight up lose and you really can't do much about it. Luckily though, the exits are on the side, and there we go, Etienne at level 20. Constant damage over time, boy. Alright, here's the issue though. Round 90. How are we going to deal? How are we going to deal with that? I don't think we'll deal well. Let's go. More drones. Is that going to save us? Whoo, that did a bunch of nothing. Okay, this could be tricky. We're going to need more damage to those guys. How much are you? 54,000. 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 generously, and 10,000. Okay, so that wouldn't cut it. I guess we could try... What could we try? Maybe some... Oh no, we can't even get Moab Shredder. That sucks. Damn, this is gonna be difficult, man. This is gonna be difficult. I'm starting to regret the Ice Monkey decision. Oh, and the village decision. Wait, what can the village give us? Jungle drums? That could help. Jungle drums could help. Regrow blocker could help. Not for this round, but it could help. And there's nothing major we can really help out with upgrades, can we? Well, obviously we want Apache Prime, but can't exactly get that right now. Alright, let's try second ability first. Just to see how that works. Should absolutely demolish, but you never know. The second that helicopter twitches, yep, there we go. So this should, yep, absolutely crush it. The only problem is we can't rely on that for the next lot of DDTs because it most likely won't be up in time. Because I'm pretty sure the next lot of DDTs is next round. Oh, it could be up in time. Actually, it's looking pretty good to be. Oh yeah, ZOMG will put enough distance between us to get the cooldown back. Okay, so you might just be able to defeat the DDTs with cooldowns. Or at least with the second one. But we'll see. We still need to afford Apache Prime if we can help it, because that'll certainly help out. Alright. And the DDTs do show up, but they're on the longer track. Does that make a difference? Not really. Damn. DDTs are ruthless. As to be expected though. Okay, so now we're only like 10 grand off. So like, it's entirely possible for us to sell all these guys and get our Apache Prime, but I want to use it, just the ability again. So let's go, because it's going to be showing up now. Yep, there we go. And then, safe against those. We beat ZOMGs, we beat those. So let's use this ability, and then we'll have Apache Prime without having to sell anything again, which is lovely. So now let's hope that can pretty much make up the difference, because I think this is the last round. DDTs are guaranteed to come out, and we don't have our ability. So here's hoping it makes all the difference. Never mind, we have the ability. Let's end this. Get out of here. Slaughtered. Whew. Okay. Sorry for all the editing cuts. People have been interrupting me all night long, but we did it. We got there in the end. We managed to smash out the Odyssey. Let's take it to the sky. Bye, Sky. Thanks very much, Sky. This Odyssey has been a pleasure up until the last map. We didn't use the village all that much. We did place a couple ice monkeys at one point, but then we sold them to buy something better than an ice monkey, so, you know, neither here nor there. But there it is. 200 bucks, a 240 heli, and 50 trophies under our belt once again. Whew! Extreme Odysseys, such a pain. Such a pain. You look at the first 4 maps and you think, oh, this is actually going to be pretty nice. And look, they even help us out. Balloon speed a little bit less, regrow rate a little bit less. Same thing here. How nice, how nice, how nice. Oh. Oh. But yeah, that's just the general response. Honestly, there's no point in this being on easy if it's going to be impoppable, because the prices ramp up anyway. You may as well have just made it medium or hard. I don't know if that would have made the prices go up even further, but it didn't feel easy, especially going to 95. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Let's Take It to the Sky, and I will see you all in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed.